Hello everyone, Color Medicine here. The piece that I'm bringing, Sisters Must Arise. Long time ago, I came across a very heartbreaking situation where a group of women was locked out of the factory where they actually worked. So they worked for this particular factory, and on that particular day, it was a payday, so it was on a Friday. When they came in there, for whatever reason, they got locked out, and they were not paid, so they were locked out without pay. The employer, the owner of the factory, had decided to hide somewhere inside there. At some point, he came and started, swearing at these women workers and using all kinds of vulgar, sexist, racist language to put them down. Now, I wasn't actually there myself, I wasn't part of that group, but I was a young news reporter for a newspaper, and I got a call that there was a situation that was brewing not too far from there. I then, dispatched to the scene in order to report about it, which is exactly what I did. So, and that particular story actually appeared in the newspaper. But it really touched me very deeply that, mothers would work so hard, and then when the payday comes, they just get locked out. So, and needless to say that the government of that particular country didn't actually have any human rights for native women, for example. So, if you were an African woman and you worked in a company, you didn't really have a protection, so you were at the mercy of the employer of that company, which is what happened in this particular case. So I decided to write a piece called Sisters Must Arise, which is actually a poem, and it actually got published in a book called A Goodbye to My Little Troubles. So I'm actually, reading this poem in this piece here. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Sisters Must Arise. Sisters, from a good fight to a little tribe, Sisters sisters, to break chains, the warrior Mantatis at great risk defended, their birthright appended, scorched like wild game by a fearful, brutal flame, a fiery chauvinist master, extinguishable by a cluster, a battalion of the sisters. Mansopa professor, providence complied, impregnable force collective, indomitable battalion assertive, to douse the flame that subdues, to almost extinguish for good fragile existence and childhood. We are grateful to Bonzong God for detaching the claws from the boy. Strength in numbers like sapphire, undeterred by adversity to aspire. If sisters fail to be inspired by strength in their numbers, to end misery from the sexist, to assert their birthright to exist, submissive appeasement to appeal will render defenseless like a sea. Strength in numbers like sapphire, undeterred by adversity to aspire. If sisters fail to be inspired by strength in their numbers, to end misery from the sexist, to assert their birthright to exist, submissive appeasement to appeal will render defense like a sea.